True class. His head is hit by someone else's. Use a gun to go straight in. The lower half of her body also has a beautiful girl. Beauty helps him fix the pants lock. But he was asked to. 60 seconds must be solved. Passcode up to 128 integers of the Defense Archives. This is for a lot of people. Even for 60 minutes, it is not sure that it has been done. But Stanley was completely different. He's a threat to security. The US government's cybersecurity. He used to use techniques, create their own virus, into the security system of the police. After Stanley was taken into prison, his wife brought her daughter, marrying someone else. Wait until Stanley completes his prison term and be released. Not only are you banned from touching your computer, but also forbidden to visit his daughter. Stanley wants to regain custody of the child, but many microcarpets are that he has no money. It was at the moment when he fell into the most difficult situation. A girl named Ginger came looking for him. She gave Stanley $100,000. Just ask him to come meet his boss. Made Stanley think that he was still lucky. Is coming. Who would have thought that he would fall into the current situation? Stanley could only try to ignore the pressure. The force came from the beautiful girl's side. Also try not to think about it. The gun is right next to it. His fingers quickly move on the keyboard. Finally, within 60 seconds, it was solved. Successfully. Cipher round 128 of the original gun. Stanley thus preserved his life. But he wasn't happy, rejoice at all, because after he deciphered the code, then the boss of the zone has to recruit him. He told Stanley that in early 80s, the government has implemented a plan that has the name of the Swordfish of the cave at one time. At that time, the anti-drug department set up a blind company, specialized for relying on dirty money, that they have confiscated, until 1986, when the fish sword plan ends. Public bank account. This company has acquired a whopping $400 million. In recent years, huge amounts of money. That's still generating money. Until today, the referee. The total amount is $9.5 billion US, just through the phone line, and then through the wall that just entered. Inside the convolution cup system, can be easily stolen. That huge amount of money. Stanley felt a little delusional, because I want to get into the system. Must be linked with the network of the transfer line of the bank. Only zone to go to bank. If not, don't think about linking servers. But who would have thought that zone would have think it's true. This is a personal arsenal. America's largest. Kara rifle screens with a wide range of weapons, all prepared, ready for use at the bank level. However, his goal was not, must be bank money, but through the main server of the bank, goods to take away the amount $9.5 billion in the account of Wood. Swordfish plan. And me to see. Because I want to let the plan can complete the kidneys. A high-class hacker like Stanley is indispensable. He just needs to complete the plan. We'll give him $10 million in remuneration. This remuneration amount is very attractive, but Stanley is afraid that he is no longer network to use, so he immediately discharging the power source. Suddenly, the chaos escaped. Stanley was afraid that the zone would pity his daughter. Ben drove to his wife's house. I was going to take my daughter away. Whoever sits there is a step late. Ex-wife with her new husband were all killed in the house, and his daughter is also missing. He knew that his daughter must have already been taken away by the zone. Now I can't get people anymore. Had to help zone implement bank level plan. Stanley began to do the work. Preparation for the creation of supercomputer viruses. Unexpectedly, at this time, he suddenly discovered on Zingra's body the girl is always by her side. Zone brought the eavesdropping device again. Stanley questioned her. Who is the helper? Unexpectedly, she spoke directly to him about his true identity. It is the undercover police who are resisted by the fan. The demon installed next to the zone. Stanley did not tell the zone her true identity, because from the depths of the team, he did not want to help zone transfer the amount of $9.5 that billion went out. Very quickly, the day came that the team of they carried out the plan. His subordinates arrested everyone in the bank and turned them into a team facing a large number of police outside. Zone is not only fearless, but, on the contrary, he also led Stanley The righteous Quang Min walked through each of them. The street goes into the bank. Special police can be easy. Easy to shoot and kill the two of them. But they didn't dare to take action. Because on the body of each team, zones are tied to the medicine block. Exploded heavier than 2 pounds. Along with a large amount of micro-unity bike. If the zone dies, the V will be flattened immediately after he, into the bank. Extremely relaxed face congestion when calling. Though I negotiated with the special police. Zone requires special police. Preparing a task. The plane for me at the airport. At the same time, his subordinates had to catch one. The team went out to rape the police. Zone told the police team, cannot leave the bank. Once out of here, the bomb on the body will explode immediately. Faced with such a situation? Why? The special police should have made concessions. But a police officer felt, seeing that Zone was showing off his status, he suspected that Zone was not installed at all. Unfinished bombs on witnesses, so he ordered his hand to go down and snipe. As a robber to arrest the team, shot dead on the spot. The police immediately and quickly lead witnesses away. She was extremely scared, was going to run back inside. But the police don't understand. It is clear that the situation has been fast. Quickly stopped her and gave her out of the bank. But it was when the team looked up, out of the door of the bank, when tragedy has occurred, the bomb on the team has exploded. Aftershocks of the explosion shook the whole street. Because the team has a block, the explosion weighs more than 2 pounds. Along with the number of death balls attached to the body. It directly taught the police lessons and teams like, she inside the bank, there are a few dozen people. Now the police have, not daring to act anymore. Their wrong decisions not only killed a team, but also killed several special police officers. The police quickly agreed with the requirements of the zone. But they don't know that. Zone 4 doesn't want to rob money at the bank. His true purpose is a Stanley-class hacker requirement. Help him move out of the amount of $9.5 billion in account of the Swordfish plan. He kidnapped Stanley's daughter. Pressing him couldn't help him work. Stanley has also succeeded. Supervirus from an early age. Now he just needs to use the network, connecting the main transfer route of the bank to transfer funds in your account. It's okay to go out. Stanley follows the zone's request. Split the amount by 9.5 billions of US dollars out and deposited in his various accounts. After completing the task, Zone has really said it can be done. Let Stanley's daughter go. But it was at the time that he brought his child. The girl is about to leave here. Then Zone detects the amount of money in the account that has disappeared. He was aware of himself, was played by Stanley. Immediately let his subordinates force him back. Stanley just in time for the daughter escaped, and he himself once fell into the hands of the zone. Thankfully, my daughter is safe. At this time, Stanley was able to conditional technology with zones. He asked him to release them all the hostages come out. That's how he helped him transfer money in the account outgoing. But it's a pity that the zone is complete, are not threatened. He directly gave the order for the person who led Zinger to come. Stanley knew she was an undercover cop. Liang ran. He couldn't look at her. Must die here. Yes, sir. Oh, under the threat of zone, he had to help him transfer amount 9.5 billion out. But Stanley couldn't believe it. Even if he transferred the money, Zone still shoots Zinger. Next, he gives all the hostages into a car with Stanley. However, he does not want to go to the airport, but directly using helicopters, pulling the whole truck up. This action made the police following behind was also extremely surprised. So with this simple way, Zone took advantage of the helicopter that had fleeing in front of the police. But using direct aircraft, Thang is also very dangerous, because inside the hostage is everyone, with bombs attached to the body. Just a little carelessness. They will go to the ghost house immediately. I was still hit by high-rise buildings. At this time, the body of the car has changed too. The state is suspended vertically. There are hostages who are not firmly held, and the ground car has fallen. Instant timer bomb, activation, and explosion. Luckily, in the end the car have landed safely. Zoned in quickly leads. The subordinates fled. Stanley didn't care. He picked up a cannon and fired a single shot towards the helicopter. Zone's helicopter was shot by you, then exploded and shattered into 100 pieces. At the forensic department, Stanley saw Zone's charred body. But the strange thing is that the police say that they didn't see Zinger's body. And she wasn't. They're bird police. Stanley was surprised at this time. He was aware that he had been a burning nose from beginning to end. Zinger is not a person of the police. Then, it can only be Zone's people. He was a terrible man. Father, but extremely principled. He will definitely not depend. Good kills his people. If Zinger hadn't died, then how could the Zone die? Stanley seemed to understand something. But he didn't tell Can again. Close to his speculations, in the eyes of the police, Zone is now dead. To 9.5 billion has also been transferred to multiple accounts around the world. Even Stanley himself received $10 in remuneration. Since then, he has lived a happy life, along with his daughter. For the life and death of Zone and Zinger. Where they are at the moment, what are they doing? All unrelated to your father and son, too. What do you think of this movie? Leave a comment below for me to know. And don't forget to register channel to support me.
If you love movies as much as we do, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, share it with fellow film fans, and drop your hot takes in the comments.